So I have to tell you, this is our first episode on YouTube. First episode. Been around for a while. And just so you know, I'm Frank, and this is Dear Crabby, folks. And if you've got questions on just about anything, love, life, all that kind of good stuff, you can feel free to reach me at Dear Crabby9. That's Dear Crabby9 at gmail.com. Or you can call at 312-725-9973 and leave a brief message of what your question is. And as always, I have to tell you that I am not a psychologist nor a psychiatrist, and I probably never will be, but I will try to help. So the first question that we have coming in is, what have I just done in Seattle? What have I just done in Seattle? My friend and I slept together in January for about 5 months. We never talked, and then this summer, he resurfaced in my life, and we spent the summer together platonically. My problem is that every time he thinks that I'm seeing someone, he gets mad and makes comments. Part of me believes that he may be in love with me, but he always says he's scared to be with me because he's so close to my parents and my son and doesn't want the relationship to deteriorate. I want to be with him, and I believe that he feels the same, but I don't know what I should do. We've been friends for 10 years. Please help. So you've got a situation here that sounds like you finally found someone, and I'm happy for you. What you might want to consider doing is going to your parents and going to your son separately and just tell them what you're thinking about with this new relationship and sort of find out what they think about it. Because your boyfriend is respectful of what they think. And I think that if you had the feedback of what they think of the relationship, you could go back to him and say, my son really loves you. My parents really love you. Let's assume that they do. And, that would be another building block. And it would take an impediment away for you to kind of build into the relationship a little bit further. But you really have to decide at that point, once you've said that to him, you have to kind of decide, is this something that you really want to proceed with together? And if so, based on the feedback that you have and the way that your family likes him, you could, in your own way, maybe get a little bit closer together over time. And I really wish that things work out for you. It sounds like you've really got something here. If you've been friends for 10 years, you kind of know what you're getting into here. And it sounds like you're all for it, and I'm happy for you. So the other question that we have is coming into us, and it's entitled, It's Confusing in Kansas. We've got a lot of confusion out there. We've got another question up after this one, which is confused in Wisconsin. A lot of confusion out there. So this one says, it's confusing in Kansas. Well, Frank, my boyfriend and I have been together a little over 3 years. And when we first met, he had a job, but we didn't see each other, but maybe 3 times a week. Now we've lived together for almost 2 years. I've tried to get him jobs where I work at our sister companies, but they don't ever call him back. There have been other places we've put in applications, and they do the same thing. Well, I'm tired of feeling like I do everything when he knows I hate my job and I want to quit. He says he loves me, but I always thought that if someone loved you, they would do what they needed to do to help you and be there for you. Let me know if I'm nuts for feeling this too. I've only gotten one thing from him gift-wise, and he bought me a diamond ring with the last of his savings. But other than that, I've never got a birthday present. I've gotten cards, but at Christmas, nothing at all. I'm just tired of feeling stupid and lied to. It's crap because I know I love him with all my heart, and he gets mad when I tell him to just stop lying to me when he says he loves me. Okay. So, yeah, you've got me a little confused here, too. So, you're saying that you've lived together now for 2 years, which is time enough, really, for him to have found a job. I mean, 2 years, that is quite enough time for him to find a job. But I'm a little bit confused about, and this might be actually affecting your relationship, when you said that you've been trying to get him jobs because you just want to quit. I don't know if he bargained for that in the beginning, right? Were you honest in telling him that you really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom? Because it sounds like you really want to stay at home and you don't want to work. And I don't know. I think he's there's a lot going on here. I think that maybe the best approach might be to see if he can apply some other places to get a job. There's a high demand now for jobs, so it shouldn't be that hard. He might have to kind of step down a little bit in what he's thinking of doing. Maybe he's aiming a little too high. So if he kind of takes it down a notch and just gets a job, right? Okay, that's the first job. Job number one is just to get him a job, and let that continue, for a while, and then kind of decide whether or not you really should leave your job. Because, a lot of people don't like their jobs, but I don't know if you should just feel like quitting your job as soon as he gets another job. So both people work, right? You both should work for a little bit and then just kind of feel it out and decide from that vantage point what you should do from there. Should you trim your hours down, talk to him about it, and see what he wants to do? But the first thing I think that you have to get done is just forget about quitting your job and just concentrate on getting him a job, and then kind of work into the other parts and see where it leads. I hope that helps. So the next question that we have is confused in Wisconsin. Like I said, everybody is confused now. And the question reads like this. I really like this guy, and I think he likes me too. He flirts with me all the time, and he doesn't really do that with too many other people. My friends all think he likes me. He's really shy about that type of thing, so he won't come out and just say that he likes me. And usually he told me he just likes letting that stuff pass. He liked me before, and I found out none of his friends could keep a secret and talk to him about it. But at the time, I didn't like him like that. We are good friends, and we've been a couple and have been a couple for years. I really want something more, and I think he does too, but I don't know. I could be really misreading the whole situation, but what should I do? I'm just really confused. What should I say to him? My gosh. Okay, so you've been together for 2 years now, right? We're good friends, and we've just been a couple for 2 years. I'm a little confused as to whether or not you're really a couple or friends, and I think you might be too. And I think that you have to kind of figure that out first. You seem to be indicating that you really want something more, and you think that he does too. So that's really the crux of what we have to get down to here, is maybe a discussion around that. Do you really want to be friends, or do you really want to be something a little bit more intense? And to be honest, that's not something I can answer for you. I think that you're going to have to sit down with them and really carefully just kind of dig around that question and find out what the future holds for you two. It sounds like he's really aiming in that direction. And I think with maybe some questioning and some careful thought around that, you both can come to the conclusion that you've got really something that's working, and you both want to go a little bit further with it. But I think that you're going to have to clarify that, with him, and get to the bottom of really what you both want. And I do wish you luck. It's hard to find someone that you really love out there. And it sounds like, again, here's another question. I think you both have found that, and I'm happy for you. But you're really going to have to do a little bit of digging on this and kind of get to the bottom of it. And I just wish you the best of luck. So, folks, those are the 3 questions that we've had come in. Again, if you'd like to send me a question, send it to Dear Crabby at Gmail. So, folks, those are the questions, and it is. So, folks, those are the 3 questions that we have today. And if you'd like to have me answer a question for you, so, folks, those are the 3 big questions that we've had that have come in here. So those are some of the questions that we've had come in today. As always, if you'd like me to try to answer a question for you, please email me at dearcrabby9@gmail.com, or again, call me at 312-725-9973. I'd love the chance to try to help you out. Until next time, folks, we'll look for you then.